Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joe Oriani, and welcome to the show, Joe Oriani's podcast. You can reach me at my website. It's www.truthchat.fun, or you can reach me on Twitter or now X, or you can reach me at my email at Joe Oriani podcast at yahoo.com. And I will reply to all questions and try to give you all answers. And any suggestions you have, I would gladly take them. I am not that bright to think I know answers to everything. Anyway, there's a couple of things I want to start off before I get into the news. First of all, as normal, I will kick off with the top 5 countries right now. Last week I did the bottom 5. The top 5 is the United States, United Kingdom, China, Germany, Switzerland. So in that order. And of course, then you got Ireland, Netherlands, South Africa, Spain, and Philippines round out the top 10. I do want to say this. I wish that the people, whether in Netherlands, South Africa, China, United States, anybody that's listening to the show, I wish you tell your friends to join up. You can go to my YouTube channel. It's Joe Oriani Podcast, and sign up for free. Just subscribe, and you get all the latest editions of the show. Oh, I'm gonna yawn. Anyway, I want to talk about a couple of things first before we start. The title of this particular podcast is going to be Stop the Hate. Now, I have heard stories of people who, in general, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, whether you're black or you're white, you're Spanish, whatever you may be, a foreigner, a citizen of the United States, you could be from the Philippines, you could be from France. Everybody doesn't like everybody. That's understandable. We all have our own personalities. But I hear these stories. I've never actually seen it. Yes, I have lost friends on Facebook, friends because I didn't like Barack Obama, but that's okay. They weren't really friends. But the other day, I was in the bowling alley and something really, really strange happened. I've been bowling with this particular gentleman for 4 years. I know he's a staunch Democrat. He said something about Trump, and then the argument started. He called me and a woman I was sitting with idiots and this and that about Trump supporters. He actually hates them. He's just a Democrat, period, or progressive. I was kind of shocked that it went that far, but we finally decided not to talk about politics at the table, which probably it was a good move. But I did ask him during the course of this entertainment, if you want to put, what was wrong with Trump? And he made a statement. He said, well, he stole. He could have said anything. He's a womanizer. He said he stole. I'm like, well, what did he steal? He said his buildings. I went, wait a minute. He didn't steal his buildings. He built them. He paid for them. No, he stole money. He did. There's nowhere in any place I could find that he stole. Anywhere on the internet. Somebody has proof or has an article about that, please let me know. I do know, and I told the gentleman that yes, he was a contractor, he was a builder, and he takes the best bids that he can get. He tries to get the best deal for his money. That is business. And he said, bullshit, that's not business. Well, it is, folks. If you were coming to me and selling me something, I would take the one with the best and the cheapest. I wouldn't take the best and the most expensive, with the best and the cheapest. So he didn't get, this moment, I don't get it. But we shall see, because Monday when I bowl, we are bowling against a bunch of people who are all Trump fans, and hopefully, none of this comes up. So anyway, I just want to get that off my chest. It's been bugging me. So why can't we just stop hating each other? If, for example, you like Kamala Harris, and I said this at the table, I told the person who's also a Trump supporter, I said, the difference between us and him, I said, we don't condemn them for liking Kamala. We could feel sorry for them, but we don't hate. We don't say nasty things. That's their choice. That's their choice. However, people who support the Democrats just say nasty things because they can't accept an argument. They can't believe that somebody would vote somebody they don't like. Well, I'm sorry. Not everybody likes the same thing. That is what the world is made up of. I don't like whether you're from here, there, you're white, you're black, you're green, you're yellow. Don't bother me, I don't bother you. We have to stop this nonsense. All this hate going around is absolutely unsustainable. It's like hate thy neighbor today because he has a Trump sign. Hate thy neighbor because I got a Kamala Harris. Like, who cares? Yeah, I care who wins, but I don't care who you like and who you don't like. I sleep well at night. You may like me, you may not like me. You know what? I go to bed and I sleep pretty damn good. Now, speaking of being pretty good, there was Jesse Waters on Fox the 5 the other day, last week actually. He made a comment about podcasters. He said to be a good podcaster, you must have all the knowledge, must be proficient in the subject you're talking about. And that may be true. I mostly agree with him. Where I disagree is 74 years experience. I have pretty good knowledge. It's not only knowledge that counts. It's not knowing because I tell you people to check and to double check what I say. It's my opinion. Everybody has opinions. But this show is I'm producing it and it's about my opinion. And if you don't agree with my opinion, again, you don't have to get mad at me. You don't have to come off and unsubscribe. You don't have to call me a name. Just don't come on at all. And if you still should come on. You should hear my point of view. You don't want to listen to the same point of view all the time. You walk around like a bunch of zombies, like they did in Germany. Sorry, Germany. I know there's a lot of hits there. But going back to Hitler, that's what they did. And speaking of that, why does Carmela can't talk about anything still, even on CNN the other day, couldn't answer a damn question? What is her problem? She fully cannot answer a question. Even the CNN host mentioned that, please answer the question, and she couldn't. And here you have Trump doing 3 hours on Joe Rogan's podcast, which I recommend you all go listen to on YouTube. Now, yeah, promoting another podcast, isn't that nice? So all Kamala does now is the last week and a half election between her and Hillary Clinton, who's the biggest election denier I ever seen, sitting there saying, Hitler, 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 Hitler. You gotta be ashamed of yourselves. Really ashamed of yourselves. Hitler was a total monster. Totally insane, high on drugs, monster. And to compare anybody to him is really a sin. So I don't know where this hate is coming from. I have no idea. They said Donald Trump is going to get back at the people who screwed him over. Well, here's a theory. He didn't get back at Hillary. He screwed him over big time. He hated some of the people that were on that let's get Trump train when he was president. So what makes you think he's going to do that now? He has 3.5 years to put the country right and hopefully leave it right. Do I think that J.D. Vance would make a good president after all this is said and done? I don't know. He has a lot of growing up to do. He can't be an isolationist. Just can't. It's not going to happen. And Donald Trump said, as far as China, and I know you're listening, the other day, if China invaded Taiwan, would he go to war? He said no. He said, but he charged a 200% tariff on all the items and some kind of stop all kinds of trade. And plus, they think he's crazy, which I actually believe. He's a New Yorker, folks. And people in New York, like myself in that area, are very unpredictable. But, please stop the hate. Just because I may believe in Santa Claus and you don't, should you hate me for it? Because I believe in God and you don't, should you hate me for it? Because you believe in climate change and I don't, should I hate you for it? So think about that before you respond to somebody the next time. Anyway, I don't know what to tell you. but really, really has to stop. Now, let's get down to the news because the election is only a week away, a little over a week away. You have Michelle Obama out there saying this is a life or death election. Why do the Democrats and sometimes the Republicans have to try to scare the bejesus out of us? The coach of San Antonio Spurs says Trump is pathetic, he's small, he's a whiner, and he's a damaged man. Yeah, who cares? As long as you don't damage my life, life gets better. Take away my Social Security taxes, which I shouldn't have to pay, and get rid of the illegals so we have more money here to pay our bills and build things, do things. Get life on Mars going, set up I'd go. I never come back, but I'd go. Hey, anybody send anybody to Mars? Elon, I'm your man. I mean, Trump was warning because of that climate change agenda that there'd be no more cows, no more anything. And he's right. So who knows? Big tech CEOs line up to kiss the ring of Donald Trump. And Washington Post is in deep turmoil as Bezos still silent on non-endorsement. That's very unusual that they didn't endorse anybody. But I think they see the writing on the wall. I'm reading a report here now on the Drudge Report, which is left-leaning, folks, and it says that Kamala got the lead back. I don't particularly buy that. If I remember correctly, and I do this now when they call up and ask me who I'm voting for, I tell them Kamala Harris. Or sometimes I don't even answer. Just love screwing with them polls. All right. I don't know. I will be glad personally when the election's over. But then, like I said the last time, there'll be about a month of pure unadulterated hell going around here for a while. And of course, Vice President Harris gets heckled during the Michigan rally. She's forced to pause. Now I'm speaking. Oh, and a former Vatican ambassador urges Catholics to back Trump. Bans Harris is an infernal monster. I think it's Italy that I think a month and a half before you got to stop all the ads, stop all the politicking before the election. I wish we had that. That'd be so great, wouldn't it? Would be really nice. Let's talk a little bit more about the hate because I am not a hateful person. I stopped hating a long time ago. I am not a violent person. I'm actually very passive. However, if you get me to cry and tears come out of my eyes, I will kill you. It's not that hard to figure out. That is when I totally lose control. So why these people do what they do? Can't they learn self-control? Can't they learn to be a human being? Can't they learn to just accept things? No, I know I'm ranting and raving about this, but that kind of really annoyed me the other day. Not to the point of being angry, but being pissed off. So anyway, let's go on. I'm sorry, I'm ranting and raving about that. Ooh. Okay, New York Post. See what they got. Anything good? Mm-mm. All right. Kamala supporters screaming in little girl's face outside reality rally with Beyonce. I guess you might have had a Trump thing on. Who knows? And speaking of that, Kamala Harris, for the second time, says to everybody, Beyonce's going to be there and she's going to give a little, entertainment. Beyonce shows up, 30,000 people get disappointed once again. If she can't know the truth about Beyonce, whatever the hell her name is, Beyonce, how can she close the borders? So, how could that possibly be? Or when one of her supporters yelled out, Jesus is king, she said to him, you're in the wrong rally, get down and see Trump. What? Instead of doing like J.D. Vance did, say, yep, you're right. Oh, man. I find it unbelievable. Now, all these people standing outside today for the Trump rally at Madison Square Garden, some of them have been there, lined up the day before, after midnight, just to see it. And Hillary saying, well, he's going to be like the Nazis did in 1937, show the support for Hitler. So that means a concert or anything else that happens there, they're all Nazis? Stop with these words. You're throwing them around too loosely, just like you did racist. And Trump says he will end unfair trans competition in women's sports. Now, I agree with that. I have 5 granddaughters and 1 grandson. And the granddaughters are into swimming and other things, softball, baseball. I don't think they should be a boy in that competition. When they grow older, they want to be professional swimmers. How are they going to do that against a male? It's impossible. And all these people who care about women's rights are all full of it. Now, I may sound a little angry today, but I'm getting really annoyed at all this stuff I keep reading. Maybe I should stop reading. And here, Mayor Adams in New York refutes Kamala Harris says Trump is not a fascist as he urges Devs to dial down the temperature. Sure, if I heard somebody was a fascist and was really 100% positive, what would you do? Would you want him to become president, or would you do everything in your power to stop him? So calm it down, folks. What is wrong? What is wrong with the Democrats? I have no idea. And the key to victory, Fetterman calls Trump's support in Pennsylvania is astonishing. You can see the intensity. Now, Mrs. Fetterman is a Democrat senator who actually thinks that Trump is going to win Pennsylvania. That'd be cool. I just want it over. And I hope whoever wins, whether it's Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, wins by enough that they don't have to freaking worry about it forever. Now, Donald Trump's Rogan episode hit 20 million views in 20 hours on YouTube. It was 3 hours. It was quite interesting. Can I get at least 1 million viewers? I'd be happy. 20 million views? I'd drop over dead. You want to get rid of me, give me 20 million views. But in the meantime, I will take 1 million. Hell, I take 1,000. And I'd be very happy because you do know I'm not making no money out of this. Anyway, what else we got here? Oh, that's about all we got today, folks. Because I'm just ranting and raving about what happened Thursday. I was not happy about it, the Friday. So Monday I will be on eggshells, I'm sure. 2 things I learned when I used to drink. You don't talk about politics and religion in bars. I guess it should be the same everywhere else. My opinion is worth something. I am not being stupid for my opinion. You don't like it? You don't have to say nothing. I don't like your opinion. Like I said, I just feel sorry for you. But somebody tell me what the hell is wrong with the Democratic Party lately, that they get so vicious. They tried to take Trump down this first time with Russia, 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 Russia. Oh, stop it. Hillary paid for that. And now Hillary is also saying, well, we ought to lock him up. Joe Biden the other day said, well, we can lock him up. But then he corrected himself, said politically lock him up. Joe, you lying twerp. The Democratic Party is not the party of JFK. The Democratic Party is the party of liberal nutcases. They have gone so far to the left that there's no coming back. So you have some Republicans supporting Trump, big deal. People who Trump fired. You have people calling him a fascist, people Trump fired for not doing their job. You got Democrats who are joining the Republican Party because saying that Democrats went too far. So it's all a matter of opinion, and what can you tell each other? That's just the way it goes. Okay, folks, just remember a couple things. One, whatever I tell you, check it, double check it, triple check it. I could be wrong, rare, but I could be wrong. I did one 2 weeks ago about me being wrong. It's a rarity. And Jesse Waters, you're right. You should have absolute knowledge of what you're talking about. But opinions are not really like knowledge. It's an opinion. It's a thought. It's an effort. So I may not be perfect, but I damn sure try to get my point across. And also remember, if you're not laughing, you're not living. And these are times when you really should be laughing. I know some of you didn't get to see my Uncle Ed puppet the other day. So I'm not going to do it again today. I just going through my midlife crisis, and it's better than going out and buy a Jaguar. Well, maybe can't afford a Jaguar. So anyway, with that in mind, I think we should get in the Christmas spirit. See if I can find a song for Christmas. Everybody have a nice day, and please contact me if you want to get on the show, if you have an opinion, if you have a thought, anything you want to talk about except abortion, I'll gladly put you on. It's Joe Oriani Podcast at yahoo.com or my website where you can leave a voicemail. It's www.chattruth.fun. Okay? So have a nice day, everybody. Nothing else to report around here. Hopefully, maybe the last week before the election, which I doubt it. If it gets any more revved up and people get angry, Civil War will be approaching. Then my World War III. Okay, have a good time. Jesse Waters, thanks for the advice.